Have you noticed that a lot of businesses and creators are posting more content than ever before lately, but somehow getting less attention from it? More videos, more posts, more reels, more carousels, more captions, more content calendars, and yet for many people, growth still feels slower, engagement feels weaker, and content creation itself is starting to feel emotionally exhausting. And honestly, a lot of creators are quietly burning out right now trying to keep up with the internet. Because every platform constantly pushes the same message. Post more. Stay consistent. Upload daily. Keep feeding the algorithm. But the problem is, the internet itself changed. Audiences are now overwhelmed with content every single day, from businesses, creators, AI-generated pages, automated accounts, brands, influencers, and algorithms all competing for the same limited human attention. Which means posting more content no longer automatically creates more visibility like it used to before. And this is the part many businesses still struggle to accept. Because the issue usually is not just lack of consistency. The real issue is that the internet has become emotionally saturated with content, and audiences are becoming far more selective about what they actually pay attention to now. One of the biggest shifts happening online right now is that audiences are becoming emotionally overloaded by content. Every time people open their phones, they're instantly hit with endless videos, ads, reels, posts, notifications, AI-generated content, podcasts, emails, thumbnails, promotions, and algorithms, all competing for attention at the exact same time. And honestly, the human brain was never designed to process this much information constantly every single day. Which means audiences are becoming more selective about what they emotionally respond to online. People still scroll for hours, but they stop engaging with most of what they see. And this is exactly why many businesses feel confused right now. Because they're following all the growth advice correctly. They're posting consistently. They're creating more content. They're trying to stay active everywhere. But attention itself became harder to earn. Because when audiences become overwhelmed, they naturally start filtering content emotionally and psychologically much faster. They ignore repetitive messaging. They skip predictable content. They avoid emotionally empty communication. And they stop reacting to content that feels too generic or too optimized. And honestly, this is why a lot of businesses are mistaking content quantity for audience connection. Because attention today is no longer only about visibility. It's about emotional relevance. And the brands that understand that shift early will likely have a major advantage moving forward. For a long time, posting more content actually did help businesses grow faster online. Because earlier, social media algorithms rewarded activity heavily. The more content you produced, the more opportunities platforms had to distribute your posts and push your visibility outward. But the internet today is very different from what it was even a few years ago. Now every platform is flooded with massive amounts of content every single day from creators, brands, AI-generated accounts, businesses, influencers, media companies, and automated systems all competing for attention simultaneously. Which means algorithms can no longer prioritize everything equally anymore. And honestly, this is the part many businesses still misunderstand. Because modern platforms are becoming much more focused on audience response signals instead of pure posting volume alone. They analyze watch time, retention, engagement behavior, shares, saves, comments, repeat viewers, and emotional interaction patterns far more aggressively now. Because platforms themselves are fighting for human attention. And if audiences stop responding emotionally to content, the algorithm naturally becomes less interested in distributing it widely over time. Which means posting more content without stronger audience connection can sometimes create more noise instead of more growth. And honestly, this is why many creators feel trapped right now. They're producing more content constantly, But the emotional response from audiences often keeps getting weaker. Because algorithms today are increasingly rewarding content that creates stronger audience reaction, stronger trust, and stronger engagement signals, instead of simply rewarding volume by itself. And this changes content strategy completely. And honestly, this is why simply posting more content is no longer enough for most businesses anymore. Because audiences are no longer struggling to find content online. They're struggling to find content that actually feels worth emotionally paying attention to. And that changes content strategy completely. Because the businesses standing out right now are usually not the ones posting the most, they're often the ones communicating the most clearly. Clear perspective, clear messaging, clear identity, clear emotional relevance. Because when audiences are overwhelmed with information, they naturally become much more selective about where they invest their attention emotionally. And honestly, this is why content that feels human, recognizable, specific, emotionally aware, and strategically focused often performs much better long-term than endless generic posting. Because attention today is increasingly connected to trust and familiarity. People remember creators who consistently communicate something meaningful. They remember brands that feel authentic. They remember businesses that feel emotionally recognizable. And this is exactly why many creators are burning out trying to feed the algorithm constantly instead of building stronger audience connections strategically. Because more content alone does not automatically create stronger relationships online anymore. And honestly, this may become one of the biggest mindset shifts businesses need to understand moving forward. The future advantage probably won't belong to the brands posting the most content every day. It will likely belong to the brands building the strongest emotional connection with their audience over time. So no, the solution probably isn't posting endlessly every single day trying to outproduce the internet. Because honestly, nobody can realistically outproduce infinite content anymore. And as AI continues making content creation faster and easier, the internet will likely become even more saturated moving forward, which means attention itself becomes more valuable. Trust becomes more valuable. Clarity becomes more valuable. Human connection becomes more valuable. Because in the end, audiences usually don't remember every post they scroll past during the day. They remember the creators, businesses, and brands that consistently made them feel something meaningful. And honestly, this is why the future of content strategy may become less about producing the most content and more about building the strongest audience connection over time. Because when audiences are overwhelmed, emotionally exhausted, and flooded with information constantly, they naturally start searching for clarity, familiarity, trust, and recognizable voices they genuinely connect with. We break down digital marketing shifts, branding psychology, creator economy changes, and audience attention trends like this regularly on the channel. And if you want deeper strategy breakdowns around visibility, trust, branding, and the future of content in the AI era, check out the longer videos already available on the channel. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you found it helpful and share with ones who you think get help from it. Take care and see you on next video. Thanks for watching. Bye!